Hello guys, today I have a very interesting video for you. So today I'm gonna show you how you can install Windows 11 without any TPM 2.0 or even on unsupported CPU. This can be used for supported CPU or unsupported as well, but everything will be automatically installed. So basically just do this once and the file will remain forever. Only if you delete it, then it will not, so you have to recreate it. So this will install the Windows 11 automatically without you doing anything to it. So let's get started. This is very exciting and let's see what we can do with this. So the first thing here, go to this website, this generate auto. So the first thing here, go to this website, this schnigens.d, this one. It's a German website. It's pretty useful, this one. So let's get started and see all the options that we have here. So this is the questions you get before you install Windows 11. So let's get started and see. Now here I'm gonna leave to display menu. Here I'm gonna leave to English, everything here like it is. Although you can always, of course, you can change it to your language. So let's scroll a little bit down. This is for your keyboard layout. Let's scroll a little bit more down, and here's the architecture of if you have AMD or Intel, and this is RAM, this 64. So I'm gonna go with 64-bit system, so Intel and AMD. Let's just scroll a little bit down. Here, if you want to bypass the Windows 11 requirements for checking the TPM and secure boot and all of that, just check here like this. And this, if you don't have internet connection on your PC, so check this. And if you check this, make sure that when you install Windows 11, you can make sure when you install Windows here, you have to disconnect the internet. So let it here like this, or it can be allowed if you want, but it's up to you choose here. And let's see what's more here. Here, let the Windows generator in a computer name. This you can put here a name yourself if you want, or you can let the Windows generate, as you can see, desktop. This is an example. So here on time zone, here you can based on region and settings. So I'm gonna let like that. And now here if we scroll down with this partitioning here and formatting, I want you to be very careful here. If you want to select, I do suggest you to partition the disk interactively during Windows setup, so it's not a confusion there, and he will delete disk 0 hard disk. Here we'll be deleting disk 0 disk, and if you have files, it will get deleted. So I best you recommend you to first select this partition disk, and then you will select yourself the disk, and then all the settings will be automated. But again, you can let the Windows setup wipe, and you just, as you can see, more specifically is disk 0, it will be formatted here using these settings. But I do recommend you to go here on this one, partition the disk interactively during Windows setup. So you will have to choose yourself which Windows do you want to be formatted and partition it. So yeah, and that's just what I wanted you to tell. Here on Windows Edition, we're gonna click on this generic product key. Now if you have your own key, you can type here your own key and you will have the Windows. You can always, as you can see here, you can change, as you can see here, you can change after that. So just go on which edition do you want. So I'm gonna go with this one, with Pro. And here we're gonna scroll down, and here user accounts. Here make sure this is administrators, if you're administrator of this PC that you want to install this. Here if you need more accounts, but I don't, so I will delete this one. Password, here I'm gonna delete this one as well, because I don't want password on my PC. If you want, you can of course here type in your password. Here first log on. Here as you can see here, we're gonna let the first option here to first administrated above. Here password expiration, you can put here if you want to expire active after 42 days, or you can choose here by how many days it will expire, but I will choose this one, passwords do not expire, because I think this is the best one. So you can choose whichever you want. Here, account lockout policy. Here you can leave here, you can disable this if you want, but I do choose to just use the default policy. So here, Windows Explorer tweaks if you want. Here, hide protected system files, show all files. Here for advanced users, you can show all the files here, but I will do again to the default one here. You can disable the widgets, as you can see here. You can disable it. And here, use classic context, right click menu in Windows 11. So I'm gonna go with this. If you don't want this, it will just hide in the left corner of Windows 11 if you don't want. And here, disable the Defender if you want. This will disable the Windows Defender. As you can see, this will disable all of them. I do not recommend to do this. And here we're gonna scroll all the way down. As you can see here, you can look here and disable what do you want, what you don't want. Here, if you don't want BitLocker encryption, as you can see here, you can just stick this, and it will not encrypt itself. As you can see, if it's disabled like this, it will encrypt Windows 11. It will be enabled. So if you don't want that, then just check this, and it will not be encrypted. Here we're gonna click on this one, so this one doesn't matter. So we're gonna go here. Here you can, as you can see, to be the wireless to be selected already. So configure during your Windows setup if you want, but you can as well, you can configure here if you want. Network, as you can see, you just put your SSID name, and here you put the password, and it will connect to this one. But you have to know if you have VPI 2 or VPI 3 password. So I'm gonna just go with this one if you want, or you can configure here, but it's an automatic, so you have to choose here network name of your wireless and here your password. So I'm gonna do that right now. Your password. Here on Express settings, here Windows will not send. This is all the questions that I gave with your location history and all of that. You can disable all, you can enable all, and you can choose. So I'm just gonna go and disable all. Here again, it will tell you some programs that if you don't want. So for example, you don't want this one or OneDrive, or it just depends what you don't want. So that will be removed from the installation. So now here we're gonna go down. Here are the custom scripts if you want. So as you can see here, for the Hibernate and all of that stuff, usually I just skip these ones. You can just do this later if you want. It's not that important, but if you want, you can. Here's a lot of scripts. Here I'm gonna go to do not configure this policy, and I'm gonna go all the way down, and there we go. Now we just click on here on this one, download XML file. So we click, and now all you have to do is to go here to Windows 11 to download it. So just here click on the create Windows 11 installation media. You have to have a USB drive, a bootable USB drive. So we click here, download now, and we click on save. And here we're gonna click on this media creation tool. Make sure you plug in your USB drive, so it will be detected in the Windows 11 setup here. Click on accept here. Here we can use the recommended settings, but we will choose here the language if you want. Here click on next, and here on USB drive make sure here you select the same language as you chose in the XML file. Click on next, and here we're gonna need a USB drive at least 80 GB. So we click on next, and it will start to make the Windows 11. And now after the Windows 11 has been created, you just go here on your USB device where your setup here is created on your USB, bootable USB. And now here we're just gonna take this XML file and just drag it here. This XML file, just drag it here. I'm gonna wait it to copy, and that's pretty much it. You just drag and drop to your USB device, and you just boot from as normally with your USB, and you just select the drive which you want to install Windows, and from there it will be everything automatically installed. Just make sure you disconnect your internet cable. So just make sure you don't have internet access while it installs and everything. So thank you so much for watching. If this video was useful for you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video. Bye.